Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you? So today I'm a little bit late uploading this and the reason being is that I've just been so engrossed in the garden, and I do apologise. I've got a white forehead and a brown face just because I've been cycling on my bike today and definitely caught the sun on my face. Not burnt, it's brown, but obviously my forehead is covered with my helmet, so it does look very pale, doesn't it, in comparison. So anyway, today's menu is a prawn and asparagus spaghetti, which is perfect because asparagus is in season at the moment and it's really quick and really easy. And if you want some well guys and you're using your healthy extra A for the cheese, it's free and it's so filling and it's so delicious. So here's how I made it. Right, so it wouldn't be me guys if I wasn't using my lazy garlic, and I use lashings of this. This is a really heaped teaspoon of garlic. You can never have too much garlic in my world, and lazy garlic is brilliant for this. So I'm just going to heat that through, and I'm going to add into that some lazy chopped chilies. These are the green chilies. You could, chop your own chilies, guys. I just keep these in my fridge and they're just brilliant as go-to items to do quick meals. So I'm now going to throw in a chopped onion. So it's just a normal white onion which I've just chopped into smallish chunks, not too small, and I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir, and I'm going to cook that down for the onions to start getting a little bit translucent. And it does smell lovely. I mean, you can see Fido in the background, hoping that something might fall off the counter. He obviously doesn't eat onions because they're bad for dogs, but there is some prawns there, so he's ever hopeful, bless him. So yes, I'm just going to cook that off. Okay, so I think that's coming on lovely now. It does smell great, and these Berghoff pans, if you notice, still no oil. I mean, this one is really old, this pan, and it's used every day at least once, if not more, and it just still keeps going. So I think we're ready now to start building the rest of my spaghetti dish up. Right, so I'm going to put in here some asparagus, and I've just chopped them into about just over an inch each, and you can see the spears. I've also got some spaghetti that I'm going to cook off here, just enough for 2 people. If you do cook too much, you can always have it tomorrow, but with the prawns, don't reheat them, it's not ideal. So I'm going to cook that down, and you can see that the asparagus is just starting to turn. Don't want it to go too soft. And I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of spicy paprika. If you've got smoked, that'll work perfectly well as well, so don't panic if you don't have both, or either even. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a stir, and again you can see it's not burning. And then I'm going to add in here about a pint of boiling water. I'm using boiling water because I don't want to have to start to get it to bubble away again from scratch. So I'm just going to pop that in, and you can see that the paprika now has changed the colour of that sauce. So this is going to be the base to the liquid that you're going to use. So what I'm going to do is just leave that now to cook so that the asparagus cooks a little bit more, and then we can start to add the prawns and things like that into this. Oh look, it's reduced down lovely. So I can now start adding in the prawns. These are uncooked prawns, but you can add, these are cooked prawns, but you can put uncooked in if you want to. It's whatever you've got. Just make sure if they are cooked prawns already, they're heated through, but you don't want to overcook them. If they're uncooked prawns, obviously once they turn pink, you know they are ready. Now my spaghetti seems to be done, so I'm just going to leave that for a second, and what I'll do is I'll start getting ready to plate up, because this is really almost done. So what I need to do first of all is to drain my spaghetti off. Right, so I think we can now start to mix in the spaghetti into this. I think it's looking good. Okay, so I'm going to pop my spaghetti back into my saucepan. And now this is where the magic comes in. So this is where you get the creamy texture without using cream. And I just love this. So what I'm going to do is break in 2 eggs into this mixture. Now you need to work quite quickly because what you don't want is to end up with scrambled egg. There's no heat under this pan, by the way, it's just the heat from the spaghetti. And you just want to mix it all in, because as it's hitting the pasta itself, because the pasta's warm still and the pan's still warm, it starts to cook it, and you can see now it's cooking it off for you, and it's just absolutely lovely, and it just makes it look and feel and taste like you've got cream in there without the cream. Now if you are pregnant and you're worried about the eggs not being cooked properly for you, put a little bit of heat underneath the pan, but just be careful, it's not much of a heat, okay? I said you don't want scrambled eggs. And then add in your cheese. So this is our healthy extra A, so we decided to have all our healthy extra A in one meal just to make it even more cheesier, and it was worth it, I have to say, definitely. So if you think it's a lot of cheese there, it is on the lowest grate, because I always work on the lowest grate, and actually it's perfect to have it on the lowest grate for this dish, because what you want is that cheese to melt really quickly. So if your cheddar or whatever whatever cheese you're using is grated quite chunky, it will take longer to melt in. But as you can see now, it is almost melted straight away, and it's just perfect. I could just eat that on its own without actually adding anything else to it. But of course I've got some beautiful prawns and asparagus, which is to the side, so that is going to go in there. I'm going to pop in some pepper just to season. If you want salt, you can add salt. I don't use salt, I must admit. I never do in my cooking. Alright, let's get all that beautiful juices and prawns and asparagus now into this. There is just a little bit of sauce in the liquid, so it's just a little bit of sauce in this, which is perfect. You don't want it too wet, but you do want a little bit of liquid there to get a bit of moisture. And it's just absolutely perfect. And if you, again, you're worried about everything being cooked properly, then adding in these hot ingredients will help cook any of the egg that's not quite cooked through. So it does all work, guys, honestly. I wouldn't let you eat raw food, I promise. So all you need to do is just give that a really good mix. Make sure it's all mixed in. Perfect. I mean, just look at that. It's so nice. You could have mushrooms this if you want to. You know, I think actually little button mushrooms might actually go quite nice with this. So I think that's done now. So I'm going to get ready to plate this up. And here it is. And you don't need any Parmesan on top of that at all, because it's already cheesy enough. If you did, then you'd need to sin it, but it's beautiful. So guys, what do you think? It's lovely, isn't it? And it's so quick and simple. So if you're in a rush, or you've just got in from work and you haven't got much time on your hands, then if you've got some prawns and asparagus in your fridge, you can do that dish in about 10 minutes, just as long as the spaghetti takes to cook. That's as long as it takes to make that dinner. So if you did like that, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click notifications, and give me a thumbs up. And please share. Alright, if you're in the same world group, share with your colleagues in the group as well, so it helps them too. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video. You take care. Bye.